So, Pluto's in Aquarius. Want to check in on you guys. How are you feeling? Is that a round of applause from the audience that I'm hearing? We're all so excited. Yeah, me either. My sun's in Aquarius. So the energy has been quite intense today, in all honesty. It's been a lot of our shadows being brought forth for us to face. Pluto is that energy that makes us face our own shadows. So no matter what sign you are, you probably have Aquarius somewhere in your chart, either a planet or, a house, whatever it may be. Like, for example, you can have a house that relates to career or a house in astrology that relates to family. And Aquarius could be ruling that part of your life. Ruling, controlling. So, for example, even if you don't have your sun sign or your moon sign or any planet in Aquarius, you could still have, an area of your life that is more tied or connected to that Aquarian energy, and thus being shaken up by this Pluto energy. So when Pluto goes into a sign, they definitely shake things up. They bring up the shadows, they're clearing out under the rugs. It's a really good opportunity for us to see what's no longer working for ourselves in our lives. That could be frequencies, that could be people, places, jobs, thought patterns, habits, emotional habits, whatever it may be. So I've been feeling a bit of that today. I've obviously done a lot of spiritual work over the years to clear things out. I know a lot of my audience on here is on that same page and has done a lot of that work already. And yet it's funny how I can always be surprised when there's another layer revealed to me. So for today's practice, it's going to be a bit different than what I usually do. I feel like a lot of people released meditations for this Pluto into Aquarius shift, and I was planning on it, and I still am going to, because we're going to be in this energy for a while. I have plenty of time to do it. But today I felt a stronger call to release a cleansing practice. If you guys know me, breathwork and ecstatic dance are so essential to me. They're really essential for clearing out the energy in the body. The breathwork does a lot of clearing, and then the ecstatic dance gets energy moving. So that's essentially what I have prepared for us today. The breathwork is more intense, so if you aren't traditionally accustomed to doing breathwork or you have any health contraindications, that's something I would Google or search or ChatGPT before you do the practice, because you might not want to be holding your breath, for example, if you're pregnant or if you have certain breathing issues, right? Common sense and Google sense. So also the dancing, have to choose royalty-free music. So I did the very best I could. I found some very lovely music on a website for royalty-free. So if the music is not your vibe, please feel free to play your own music instead. Get down to some Ed Sheeran. I don't judge, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to talk through the mic for a little bit longer, get us into a bit of a meditative state. Then the voiceover is going to take over, and we're going to go through breath work and dancing. I have my camera nicely smudged so that all the lights are very beautiful. And I will be dancing on screen. So there's that. So hopefully you can do this in a setting where you feel comfortable to express yourself. It's taken me many, many years of doing this kind of work to feel anywhere near comfortable expressing this sort of stuff on the internet. So if you need the home to yourself to feel free to do whatever kind of weird stuff you need to do, then I recommend that you do so. So in the breath work, you may feel called to make noises like to hoot, to holler, to scream, to sigh, whatever comes up. And then the dancing, it's more about just intuitively feeling how your body wants to move. You might be, breaking it down on the dance floor, or you might just be moving and, doing energy work with your hands and expanding the chakras and moving energy through your body or whatever it may be. It's just supposed to be an intuitive movement practice rather than it strictly having to be dance. So it's a great way to get the blood flowing, the heart pumping, energy moving, but please feel free to take it low power notification. Please feel free to take it as gently or as easily as you need to in this practice. You can slow down the breathing, you can keep your pace of movement and dance very slow. It's a choose your own practice with me as always, okay? So if this is an alignment for you today, please get into a comfortable position. Close your eyes and begin by taking a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Bringing ourselves into the present moment. We will be seated for the breath work and we will be called to stand up during the movement practice. So go ahead and get yourself into a comfortable seated position for the breath work ahead. So getting your tailbone rooted into the earth, onto the floor that you are sitting on. Begin to imagine roots like a tree growing out of your tailbone, out of your root chakra, into the earth beneath you. And repeating after me out loud or in your head, I release any and all energy that no longer serves my highest good out of my body, out of my field, down my roots now. Letting it flow, letting it go. That's Alfredo. He's ready to break it down on the dance floor with us. Just allowing any of that baggage that you may have been feeling with these energetic changes drop away. Allow your shoulders to drop down and relax. Notice if you're holding any tension. Relaxing and releasing tension where you can. And now bringing this earth, light, love energy up through your roots, into your root chakra, up through your entire body, out through the top of your head and into your auric field. And just feel this light flowing from bottom to top and out into your field. And repeating after me out loud or in your head, I know I am divinely safe and protected. Alrighty, one more time. I know I am divinely safe and protected. Feeling that in your body, in your field, in your mind, in your heart, in your ego, in your truth, in your soul. I know I am divinely safe and protected. So beginning to let go of those worries, those frustrations, those doubts, those moments of confusion and feelings of confusion or frustration. Like we don't know what's going on or what's next or why. Just letting it all go. Because we are remembering that the truth behind every single question is our divinity. The reason behind any situation is our divinity. It is the absolute central truth. And so even if you can't find that human or that physical answer for your question, you can find that spiritual answer for your question. That we are divine beings, unfolding on our own divine and unique spiritual path. We all came from the same space, and we all return to the same space. All of this in between the leaving and the returning to source is filling in a sandwich. So if you hate pickles, stop putting pickles in your sandwich. Choose something better to fill your life with in any way that you can. If it feels like life is throwing a lot of something to you, then just find a way to balance it. If it feels like life is throwing something your way that you don't desire, then just take it off your plate. Take it off of your field, off of your mind and your heart, off of your shoulders. Oftentimes, these things are coming into our awareness so that we can say and know what we do and don't want. And to understand that it's okay to want or not want certain things. To not need to be a certain way or live a certain way just because someone else said you should, or that it's the right thing to do. And instead honoring what your truth is, no matter how weird or how wild. If you want to howl at the moon or scream in your guest bedroom at 2 p.m. like I'm about to be doing and Alfredo's doing, then do that. So long as you harm no one, then so mote it be. Live your life in alignment with your truth, in service to your truth, for the highest good of your truth. Allow that to be your guiding light. And allow all else to fade away in this practice. With every breath and with every move that you make, allow what's true to burn brightly within you and grow, and allow the rest to fade away, to dissolve and disappear, to lose its relevance in your mind, so that you can focus on what's truly important to you, what truly matters to you. And allowing that to be enough. Taking a few more deep breaths. I'm about to hand it over to past tense, voice over me, and we are going to begin the breath work. Let's sync up our breathing, inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, and beginning with a 2 count in, 2 count out breath in 3, 2, 1, go. In, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, and now picking up the pace, switching to 1 count in and 1 count out. In, out, 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 keeping with it, making sure your inhales are deep. And now taking a deep breath in, filling all the way up. Imagining that you're squeezing the air up to your head, your third eye, and letting it all go, exhaling through the mouth and holding. You're doing good. Keep with it, just a few more seconds. And deep breath in, filling up the lungs. Exhale, let it go. Jumping right into the second round of breathing, starting with 2 counts in, 2 counts out. Starting in 3, 2, 1, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Picking up the pace to 1 in and 1 out in 3, 2, 1, in, out, 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 keeping with this pace. Breathing in deeply through your nose with every inhale and every exhale blowing out of your mouth. Keeping with it. Ten more seconds. Alrighty, and deep breath in through the nose. Bring the energy up, up, up. The head, the third eye, squeezing the energy upwards. And exhale through the mouth with a sigh, holding for slightly longer. Letting your body rest and settle in. Noticing how it feels. How it feels in your body. Just a few more seconds here. And deep breath in, filling up the lungs. And exhale through the mouth. We have 2 more rounds left. You're doing so good. We're going to jump back in with 2 counts in, 2 counts out, starting in 3, 2, 1, in, 2, out, 2, 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 in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Switching to 1 in and 1 out in 3, 2, 1. In, out, 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 in, out. Keeping with this pace. If you feel called to, you can move your body. Bring some movement into the spine. Sticking with it. Pushing past any limitations. Only a few more seconds here. You've got this. And deep breath in through the nose. Squeezing the energy upwards. And exhaling through the mouth with a sigh, dropping in. This accelerated breathing allows us to bring more oxygen into the body, which allows us to hold our breath for longer. We are essentially hacking the oxygen and carbon dioxide levels within our body, allowing us to de-stress, to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Dropping in here, just 10 more seconds. Trusting yourself. And deep breath in through the nose. Let it feel good. Let it feel good as you bring in the fresh air. And exhaling through the mouth. We have one more round left, and we're going to jump right into it with 2 counts in, 2 counts out. In 3, 2, 1, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keeping with it, we're about to jump into 1 in and 1 out in 3, 2, 1. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Inhale, exhale, sun, moon, light, dark, day and night, life and death, yin and yang, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keeping this pace, finding the balance between the inhale and the exhale. All the polarities in your life, in the world, finding a balance. Just a few more seconds here. And now deep breath in through the nose. Feel the belly rise, feel the energy stirring up, up your body, up your spine. And on this next exhale, scream and shout it out. And exhale, let it all out. Great. This is our last hold. Dropping in. Feeling how it feels to be in your body, how the energy has shifted during this breath work. Almost there. Going deeper and deeper inwards. 10 seconds left. You've got this. And deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs up. Exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Any sounds that are coming through, letting them flow. Returning your breath to a natural pace. Feeling the energy moving through your body. Let's get up from our seat, rise to our feet. And begin to feel how this energy is moving through you. How does it want to express itself? Do you want to shake? Shaking out your hands, your feet, your arms, your legs. Do you want to roll your neck from side to side? Stretch anything? Closing your eyes and trusting how your body wants to move. Trusting how it feels. Paying attention to the energy flowing in your body and follow that. Letting the energy flow. We're going to have about 8 to 10 minutes with just music, no verbal prompts. So please do whatever feels intuitive to you in this time, in this space. Move your body like no one is watching. Allow yourself to express authentically and unafraid. And how about them apples? Had to catch my breath before filming an outro. But I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are feeling better too. Getting the blood pumping, get a little bit of a sweat going, getting the breath moving is a really great way to get the body back into balance. So I hope this practice can become a tool for you. It's my lovely boys, my children. And yeah, I hope it can become a tool for you and something you can come back to whenever you are feeling this way again. Because it is life, it's a spiritual journey, these things happen, these kinds of feelings come up. So I hope that this can be something that brings you back to clarity and your strong sense of self, that inner flame of truth, whenever you're feeling you need a bit more of that. All right. Much love, everyone. Namaste.